season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When you go on the road, man, oh man, you love hearing the crowd. But more importantly, you love shutting the crowd up. There's no better feeling than coming out, getting that juice going, getting that confidence going, and getting that running game going right at them and gashing them right out the gates.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here. 1st and 10 from the 33. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten...
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
And they talked about it this week with us. They talked about wanting to start this football game fast. Nothing like taking the opening possession, using your script to your advantage, and then getting closer and exerting your physicality, running the football in, off to a hot start for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. to fire from the pistol. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. Got his man to the left. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
The quick out. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up the first down.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
Gets rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got his man quickly. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Running backs are wide receivers. They're doing such a great job nowadays out of the backfield. All you got to do, dump it to him. Get it to him quick, and he'll make the rest happen with his running back skills. But they do so much work with wide receivers in practice that they basically have become wide receivers now.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. They're working that left side. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They just keep firing. He's got it. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. Wolverines started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense being ready for everything, even though they're inside the 3-yard line.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Trying to pound their way in. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Stuffed almost in his track, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice. I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you've got backs and speed all over the field, but when you get in the open field, man, it's got to be each other. There's got to be multiple guys coming to the ball carrier at one time so you can get him on the ground. One guy at a time makes it really, really hard. This defense has got to do a better job getting to the football at the same time with some bad intentions. Get that dude on the ground, man.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Trying to set up the screen. He stopped short of the first down marker, had to get it to the 30-yard line, and now they're staring at 4th and short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying play action. Hit as he throws. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gets it to the back. Oh, he's got some space. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, You want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 5 clash today. Oklahoma has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you think that coach is fired up on the sidelines right now, wait till the postgame. They're trailing by 21 to Nebraska. We'll circle back if anything big happens in a 1-versus-2 matchup you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive game right away.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to scramble. Going to try to get it himself. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down, got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Now adjusting. There he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Third down, red zone play, ground alive. Quarterback keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, after talking to him this week, I know this guy was excited to build off the momentum from last week when he scored 2 touchdowns. You could just see him here close to the end zone. He's trying to snip his way in. He's so good at finding the creases when they get down tight to the goal line.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. points on the board before the break. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll step into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Quick completion on the out route. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
The give to the back. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cowboys will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Motion from the wideout. He might want another play. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Makes the grab. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wants to keep it in the air. Flips it out in the flat. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Fires left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking left. Calls it in. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Touchdown, Michigan! And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Oklahoma State hoping to get the pistols firing on offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Under fire. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7. 2 wide out to either side. Now he's going to break the pocket. Shoots it to the left. He makes the catch. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the gun, give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
And sometimes these QBs, man, you just want them to hang in the pocket maybe just a little bit longer. It's 3rd down. I got a little bit I got to get, and I think he pulls the football down, tries to make a play with his feet, but the defense does their job and forces the 4th down.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Quarterback adapting. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that 1st down.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the give, looking for room. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On 4th down, going to the air. This time on target. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
And we saw it last week with this offense, right? They know who they are down here. They're going to be physical. They gave him the football, and what did he do? He rewarded you with 2 touchdown runs. I look for this offense to continue the physicality and hand that man the ball again.
If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, opportunity. Man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. A run for the quarterback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Hauls it in. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. They'll leave it with him. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Other schools around the country. Slippery Rock, 35. Gannon University, 17.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end, making side adjustments here. Back to pass on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
What a finish we have unfolding here. The offense in the waning moments and a chance to take the lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Have to put that 1st down behind them. It's 2nd and goal from the 11. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. The inside handoff.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Scrambling away. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
Now the play fake. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to rip the field position with the return.
When you're down late in the game, you got to make plays. It's really tough not to force the football. You can tell quarterback forces the football. Defense comes up with a huge interception.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they'll take a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. tight ball game right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.